Hey everyone, Adam and Maria here at Fitness Together Burlington, and today we are going to go through the March Small Group Warmup. So this month we are getting started with 10 good mornings. So Maria's going to start with her feet just about hip width apart, soft bend in the knees, hands can either cross across the chest or behind the head, whatever's most comfortable. And then from here, your goal is to push your pelvis as far back beyond your heels. Oftentimes you'll hear us use the cue, try and close a car door with your hips. After 10 of these, Maria is going to find some wall space. Whatever hip is closest to the wall is going to be back behind her. She's going to rotate, thinking as much rotation and twist through that mid and upper back as possible. In this staggered stance setup, that hip in the front that she's rotating towards will help block her lower back from excessively rotating. That way we can keep that focus to that mid and upper back between the shoulder blades. After 10 twists on each side, Maria is going to go to 15 body weight squats. For the squats, toes can be forward, toes can be slightly kicked outward. It's whatever's going to be most comfortable for your hips. When you're squatting down, we want to make sure that we don't have any pinching in the hips, knees, or ankles. We want to make sure that that chest is not pitching too far forward, turning into a hinge. After our 15 body weight squats, Maria is going to turn back to the wall. She can either go in a staggered stance or a hip width stance, whatever is most comfortable, and she is going to perform 10 wall slides. Some things to note here when we're doing the slides. We want to make sure that we're not jamming our shoulders into any pinching, so that might mean you have to slide a little bit wider than what you normally might. We want to also ensure that as we're reaching those arms upwardly, that we're not extending the spine to do the job of the shoulder. The goal for the wall slides is to get that shoulder blade to upwardly rotate around your rib cage. After 10 wall slides, Maria will repeat the next 2 exercises twice. It is going to be a 30-second bear position plank. So in the bear position plank, Maria's knees are just hovering off the ground enough that I could slide my hand underneath it. She has a straight line from the back of the head, the middle of the back, and the tip of the tailbone. It's a nice condensed version of a plank. After 30 seconds here, Maria will flip onto her back, and it will just be an isometric dead bug. So she's going to ensure that those hips and ribs are drawn together, the knees will stack directly on top of the hip bones, and then she is going to focus on her breathing in through the nose, birthday candles out through a straw. At no point should any space open up underneath that lower back. Maria would then flip over and repeat the bear plank and the dead bug one more time. Again, this has been Adam and Maria here at Fitness Together Burlington for the March Small Group Warm-Up.